Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. So guys, there's been a lot of, Dmitry Bivol has been shown a lot of disrespect by a lot of the fans. Bivol's got no followers. Bivol's not this. Bivol's not that. Canelo's fighting Bivol and ducking Charlo. Okay, fair enough. I would love to see Dmitry Bivol fight Jermall Charlo. I would love to see, and this is what this video is going to be about. It's about breaking down those fights. Dmitry Bivol v David Benavidez. Dmitry Bivol v Demetrius Andrade. Because these are the guys that Canelo's ducking, right? These are the guys that Canelo's supposedly ducking. Let's get Dmitry Bivol in a ring with Demetrius Andrade. Let's get Dmitry Bivol in the ring with David Benavidez. Let's get Dmitry Bivol in the ring with Jermall Charlo. Let's talk about Jermall Charlo first. Right? Jermall Charlo is currently fighting at 160 pounds. He's a champion at 160. Right? If Jermall Charlo was to get in the ring with Dmitry Bivol, what happens? Well, Jermall Charlo has traditionally struggled against boxers. He struggled against guys that are very good movers, that got fast feet, fast hands, that can move. Well, guess what? Dmitry Bivol is that guy. Dmitry Bivol is the guy that moves, boxes, moves around. Right? Put on top of that, he's bigger than Charlo. Put on top of that, he's faster than Charlo. Put on top of that, he's a better boxer than Charlo. So how's Charlo going to win that fight? You tell me. As all these guys that talk about Charlo and say they want to see Canelo fight Charlo, how does Jermall Charlo beat Dmitry Bivol? I can't see it. I don't see any angle. He's not going to knock Bivol out. He's not a big puncher at 175. Bivol fights at 175. So tell me, all the people that big Charlo up and say Charlo's this, that, and the other, and I like Charlo, right? Tell me how Jermall Charlo beats Dmitry Bivol. Tell me. You tell me. How does Jermall Charlo beat Dmitry Bivol? I want to know. All these people that are saying that, Dmitry Bivol is a nobody, tell me, break down to me how Jermall Charlo beats Dmitry Bivol. Because I can assure you, Dmitry Bivol would absolutely obliterate Jermall Charlo. It won't be a fight. It won't be close. It would be a mismatch of the highest order. Bivol would play with Jermall Charlo. There is no way a guy that struggled against Matt Korobov, that for me struggles against pure boxers, is going to beat a guy like Dmitry Bivol, who doesn't get hit a lot, who's very fast on his feet, who's got very fast hands, who moves very well. You tell me how Jermall Charlo is going to beat that guy. You tell me. A guy that struggled with Matt Korobov, and Matt Korobov is no Dmitry Bivol. So how does, again, all the Jermall Charlo fans, come at me. How does Jermall Charlo beat Dmitry Bivol? Break down for me in the comment section. Break down for me how he beats Dmitry Bivol. Because I can assure you he doesn't. As a boxing fan, I can assure you that Dmitry Bivol would make light work of Jermall Charlo. It would be one-sided, and it would be a wide, either late stoppage or a wide points decision to Dmitry Bivol. I'm telling you guys. I have nothing against Jermall Charlo, but he would not beat, no chance would beat Dmitry Bivol. He just couldn't. Dmitry Bivol is basically a bigger version of a problem that Jermall Charlo would have. Like, Jermall Charlo would have problems with Billy Joe. And Billy Joe, for me, look, at this point, he probably beats Billy Joe, because Billy Joe, don't know what state he's in. But let me tell you, Billy Joe would have caused him a lot of issues. And Dmitry Bivol is a bigger version of that. He's a bigger version of that. Yeah, he's in the southpaw. He's orthodox, but he would literally, in my opinion, school Jermall Charlo. School him easily. And that's not taking anything away from him, but he would. Let's go on to David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a guy with slow feet, fast hands, right? Again, right? I've said it for time that I actually think Andrade beats David Benavidez, and a lot of you jump on me and say, no, Benavidez wins. You watch. That fight happens. You watch what happens in that fight. You watch stylistically what happens to David Benavidez when he comes up against a good boxer that can box and move. And Dmitry Bivol, oh my goodness. Bivol is not just a guy with fast hands, he's got fast feet. Benavidez isn't a big puncher. He isn't a big puncher. Where are you guys getting this from? He hits people with flush shots on the chin. They don't even go down. Look at the guy he fought last, Tyrone Davis. The man took a beating. Where did he go? Nowhere. He took the punishment. David Benavidez would get badly outboxed by Dmitry Bivol. Badly outboxed. I'm talking, he would school him. Again, another style which is all wrong. Like, people have got David Benavidez, like David Benavidez is some kind of like monster. Like, the guy's literally so unproven at this point. He's not done a lot, but for some reason he's one of the, like, he's like some great or something. I'm like, am I missing something here? How many great fighters has Benavidez fought? And like I said, he doesn't look that impressive. He doesn't, like, he's got fast hands, but like, what, like, those fast hands aren't going to be no good when your feet can't get to the target. Like, look, Bivol would outbox him. He'd just be too fast. He'd be in and out so quickly. You know, I just feel like, I don't think Benavidez would be able to get near him. I don't think Benavidez got height, he's got reach, but I don't think he'd be able to get near Bivol. That's just me being honest. How does he get near Dmitry Bivol? I don't know. I don't think he does. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect these guys. I like these guys. I think they're good fighters. But, you know, so when people spin a narrative, it kind of irritates me, because I'm thinking to myself, I just don't see how Jermall Charlo beats him. I don't see how David Benavidez beats Bivol. How? You tell me. Break it down. If you think those guys win, tell me. Tell me how David Benavidez beats Dmitry Bivol. Break it down for me. Break it down. Break it down for me how Dmitry Bivol is beaten by David Benavidez. Please, break it down for me. Please, break it down. Don't be shy. Break it down for me. Because I can't see logically how someone like David Benavidez has got slow feet, who's not the biggest puncher in the world, how he's going to beat Dmitry Bivol. Like, a lot of you think, oh, he's going to batter him, but you have to get near him. How are you going to get near him? He's going to be so quick on his feet and moving around. How's he going to do it? I don't know. I just, like, some people, I don't know, they were like, you just trying to put Canelo down, but at the end of the day, let's talk boxing. Let's talk boxing. Let's stylistically break it down. How is someone with slow feet, right, gonna beat Bivol? Bivol's a natural 175. Okay, now let's come on to Andrade. Andrade would be the toughest test, because Andrade's a proper boxer. He's a mover. But how is Andrade gonna outbox Bivol? Bivol's got fast feet. Bivol's got fast hands. Bivol doesn't get hit a lot. Probably less than Andrade does. And Bivol's bigger. So, how? Again, this is what I mean. Like, when I think about it, I don't see how those guys... See, like, if you're criticizing Canelo for cherry-picking Bivol, then those guys should be able to beat Bivol. But let's be brutally honest, right? None of them would have a sniff against Bivol. And Bivol might just beat Canelo. So on what basis is Bivol this poor fighter, or Bivol this, like... Bivol would absolutely... I'm telling you, I would love to see Jermall Charlo, Andrade, or Benavidez fight Dmitry Bivol after the Canelo fight. I would love for Benavidez to move up, and you guys will be shown how like, Bivol would expose them. Because Bivol is a better boxer than all three of them. Andrade, questionable, because Andrade is a good boxer. I like Andrade. I think Andrade's a good boxer. He's a good, solid, you know, he's fundamentally sound. He's a good boxer, Andrade. He's got fast feet, fast hands. You know, he's a proper... But the other two, they're flawed. They can easily be outboxed. Benavidez and Charlo can easily be outboxed. Andrade, he can't be outboxed, but I think he can be outfought. But Bivol is more of a boxer, so that's why that makes that fight interesting. Like Benavidez, he would maul Andrade. He would maul him. You know? He would absolutely maul him. But Bivol is a pure boxer. Bivol is that would be a proper fight, Andrade. But Benavidez and Charlo, sorry, you might as well forget about it. They have no chance of beating Bivol. But like I said, the Andrade fight, that would be a good fight. You know, if Andrade, obviously, like I said, I would favor Bivol heavily just because of the fact that Bivol is a natural 175. But I actually think, you know, Andrade and Bivol will be a proper chess match, proper boxing match, because, you know, both are really good boxers. Both have fast feet, both have fast hands. That would be a proper fight. But you'd have to favor Bivol. He's naturally bigger, you know, and he fights at 175. Andrade doesn't. So, yeah, you know, again, people love the word cherry pick. And they love to discredit Canelo. But at the end of the day, right, that guy that he's fighting would beat your favorite fighters, to beat the guys that you would saying that would trouble Canelo. He would beat them. Simple. Dmitry Bivol would beat Charlo. He would beat Benavidez. And he would beat Andrade. He would. Simple as that. I don't see, me looking at it from a stylistic point of view, I just don't see how those guys win against Bivol. So how is that a cherry pick? How is that, like, Bivol is a quality world-class fighter. You know, people need to stop talking rubbish about he's got no followers. That's irrelevant. Go watch tape. Go watch tape. Go watch videos. Go watch highlight reels. Go watch Dmitry Bivol fights. And tell me if you see a good boxer or not. Because I'm telling you, Bivol's a really good boxer. Bivol can box. He can really box. Trust me when I say that. Bivol can really box. He's a very, very smart boxer. He's fast. And there was a stat out there that, you know, Bivol gets hit the least. But again, we can't really go off that because Bivol, although Bivol's a good fighter, he hasn't really fought top tier competition. I will say this though, Bivol's resume is better than Benavidez. 100% better than Benavidez. It's better than Andrade's as well. And you can even make a case for Bivol's resume being better than Jermall Charlo's. So Bivol might be unproven, you know, at light heavyweight, but I'm telling you, his resume is better. He's fought John Pascal, he's fought Joe Smith, who's currently a champion, you know. So again, Bivol, at least he's fought a guy that's currently a champion. So Bivol got beat Smith, and Smith went on to become a world champion. He beat Smith up. So at the end of the day, I feel like people need to put more respect on Dmitry Bivol's name. Just because he hasn't got a name and he hasn't got the followers that some of these guys have, and he doesn't have the recognition, just because some of these guys are American and they're more well known and they're more loudmouth, and Bivol doesn't speak fluent English, right? I feel like he's being overlooked. But like I said, these things don't matter inside a ring. How good English you speak, how marketable you are, how many followers you got, doesn't come into the ring. You know, your skills are what pays the bills in the ring. Not your followers, not your speaking English, not any of that. It's your skills that pay the bills in the ring. So Dmitry Bivol needs more respect put on his name. Because I'm telling you, that guy can fight. He can fight. He's a proper fighter. So put respect on his name. Because let me tell you, Benavidez, Charlo, Andrade would get smacked around. They'd get battered against Dmitry Bivol. Bivol would school him. Andrade would be more tough, right? It would be for Bivol, fighting another boxer, southpaw boxer, would be tougher. But remember, Bivol's naturally bigger man. Benavidez and Jermall Charlo, he'd school him. You know, it would be 120, 108 type of fight. No way those guys beat him. No way. No way, Jose. No way. I just don't see how those two have any shot whatsoever, because, like I said, Bivol would prey on guys like that because they're not the greatest fundamentally sound boxers out there. They're slower feet. Anyone that's slower feet, I'm sorry, or has got feet stuck in the mud, I'm sorry to say, you're not going to beat someone like Dmitry Bivol, who would outbox you. You're just not. So, for me, Dmitry Bivol beats Charlo, beats Benavidez, and beats Andrade easily. But that's my take. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.